Hello folks. First of all, I apologize if this goes off. It's had a tendency to do that at times. And that was my dog that just sneezed. It has a tendency to go off at times. Oh, when it shouldn't. When it's almost like it goes off after a certain time limit or something. I don't really know. So I do apologize if it does go off and I have to redo this. I do apologize. But I thought I'd give you my first impressions. It's sort of a well, I wouldn't say a review, but my first impressions, my overall thoughts on this, the Super Mario Maker. Now this has been out basically for the past week or two, almost 2 weeks now. And ironically, my job only got it in, I think, last week. So I made a promise to myself basically that as soon as we got it in, I was going to get it. And I was even contemplating, folks, and this is the absolute truth. I was even contemplating just downloading it on the Wii U. You know, just buying it through the Wii U digitally and all that. But I figured, you know what? I don't know exactly how much I have on the Wii U right now. I'm pretty sure I have enough, but I might as well get this and be done with it. Now, what's unique about this for anybody that has gotten Mario Maker already, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know about this, that Mario Maker is kind of like I don't know how to describe this, but basically it has a calendar on it. And so it has a calendar, but it also has sort of a real-time perspective. And I mean real time, because when I started this, when I updated it, when I put it in the system and the system updated itself, as you know, to get in tune with the game. When it did that, basically, it said Thursday on top of the first screen we saw, which was Mario like this, the big yellow with screen with Mario and everything, and then you have the Goombas carrying him off. That's what we got there. That's initially the first scene that we got. And of course, but like I said, the thing on top of it was, it said Thursday, which yesterday was. It was Thursday yesterday, and it showed that date. And then a little later on, after I was, following the instructions, you know how they kind of test you out, say, just follow the instructions, do this, do that, and you'll get an idea of what this game is about. Once I did that, it came up with it came up with a message basically saying that new items were coming Saturday. So like I say, sort of in a real-time perspective. So tomorrow, I should be getting some new additions to Mario Maker, if not sooner. Now again, for a lot of people that have this game already, you pretty much have played just about everything that's been given to you. Apparently it's a time frame. It's like after two or something days, almost after a day and a half to 2 days after you get it, they give you some new stuff. I'm not really sure if that's true or not. Now I do know that according to this, you got four Mario games you work with. You got Mario Brothers, you got Mario 3, you got Mario World, and you got Super Mario U. Now, again, there are some new things coming. Now, I don't know if some of those new things have to deal with Mario 3 and Mario World. I'm not really sure. I have to look it up. I'm not sure if you have to advance throughout the game, kind of make a certain amount of levels or something like that before you can get Mario 3, Mario World. I have to look that up again. But overall, though, my impressions on this, folks, is it's great. It's really fun. I've already created about 4 levels, saved them. And what I like about this is they give you an option. They give you a transitional option. It's like you can make the level right now. It doesn't matter which version you have. You can make the level any way you want, if you will. You can make the level any way you want. And what I like about that is the first two games that are on there are Mario Brothers and Mario Brothers Wii U. So what I like about that transition is you could tap Mario Brothers. Let's say you create the stage in Mario U with Mario Brothers Wii U. You can tap the Mario Brother ones, the 8-bit one, and it will transition into an 8-bit level. But if you tap, and then it'll transition into a more traditional Super Mario Brothers 8-bit version, basically into a version of the original game. Now, that's cool and everything. That's really cool. It's really cool and everything. And on the other hand, if you create the level in the 8-bit Mario world with the 8-bit sprites of Mario and such, like I say, the same could be said when you tap, if you create it in that version, and then you tap the Mario Brothers Wii U, and it transitions your stage into the Wii U universe. In other words, let's say you were to create a 3D character, a 3D CGI animated character, but you decided, okay, I want to see what it looks like in 2D. You have the option of doing that, and it turns into a 2D character. Something like that, which I think is pretty cool. Which again, I think is pretty cool. I really like the concept. I really do. So that's a really neat concept. And another thing about this, and this is really, because I wasn't sure at first, because I'm still learning the game myself. I noticed that on the bottom you have this little scroll, and you have an S and a G. And what the S and the G stand for is start and goal. And you can actually shorten the game, and you can make your created level as long as you want it to be and as short as you want it to be. Because all you have to do is there's this little box. And you can even use, I think, the D-pad to do this, but mostly you got to use the stylus pen. And or even your finger, it all depends. But I think if you move the D-pad around, or maybe even the joysticks around, kind of like highlight each item on the screen, you could do it that way too. But like I said, in my opinion, the thing you want to do most of all is use the stylus pen, and you can extend it first. You can extend the level all the way, because it has a limit. It's like, it could go from here, start can be here, and the thing will reach all the way to the end, and the goal will be there. And that'll give you a lot of time to play, a lot of time to explore things. Or you can make it very short. And that, to me, is a neat feature to have, because let's say you have a young kid just starting to play Mario, and they want to, and let's say let's just say you're new at Mario period, or again you have a young kid of a younger generation learning who Mario is, or playing the classic Mario games, and you don't want to make it too hard or too long for them. Or if you do make it hard, but you don't want to make it too long for them, you could shorten it just like that. You could shorten it just like that. It's like, okay, here could be start, here could be finish. Like, do 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 do, boom. That's it. So yeah, or if you really want to challenge it, like I say, you can extend it as long as you want. And the creation and the elements you get, of course, throughout time, throughout the run of this game, like I said, for a lot of you that probably already have it, you've already dealt with this, you're going to get more items. Either you unlock them, or either they get updated to your system within time. You're going to get these items. You're going to get the Mario World. You're going to get the Mario 3. You're going to get new items to use. So it's going to be it's going to make things even more fun and unlimited to your imagination. Another thing I like about this, and I don't know if anybody's touched upon this in their review or their overview or their first impressions, but when you take your amiibo figure, and my amiibo figures right now consist of Mario, Peach, Rosalina, Pac-Man, Link, and Zelda. If you take them, you can only play as them, as far as I know right now. I'm not sure about the other versions that will be coming, but as of right now, you can only play them in 8-bit, in the 8-bit world. That's all you can play them in. Again, I'm not totally sure if they'll be usable in Mario 3 or Mario World. I'm not really sure. But in the 8-bit one, you can use them. Because here's what will happen. All you have to do is touch your amiibo to your gamepad, and they will instantly pop on the screen. They will come floating down in the middle of the screen, and they will be used, and they will be added basically to your item list. That's right, they will be added to your item list. It'll be basically, they will be a new costume unlocked. So, and the only way you'll be able to unlock them is to get one of those to place one of those questionable mushrooms, one of those mushrooms with the question marks around the game, so that when you get on it, so that when you touch that the surprise mushroom, if you will either, and here's what's funny about this, you will either turn into a Goomba as a disguise, into a coin block as a disguise, as a spring, one of the jumping springs as a disguise, or you will become one of the amiibo figures that has been saved onto your system. So you can end up going from being 8-bit Mario to being 8-bit Rosalina. You can go through a transgender temporarily. Same with Peach, same with Zelda. And you can even make history by being Pac-Man or Sonic, depending on what you decide. And what's funny about this is when you run with the character, sometimes with Rosalina and I think even Peach, you can float a little bit. I think you can float a little bit. And with Pac-Man, you can do your waka 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 waka. And it's pretty cool. And what's even more fun is when you complete the level, you don't get the Mario theme or anything like that. You don't get the do 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 do. No, you actually get the theme for that character. Like with Zelda, I think with Zelda you get her theme, which is very similar to Link's theme, and it's like do 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 do. It's like, okay, cool. I like it. I like it. I really do. And you even get Pac-Man's theme in there as well when you complete a level. So, I love these features. I really do like them. And again, I know there's more on the way tomorrow. I know there's going to be more on the way, not just for me, but for those that already have the game in the near future. And I'm looking really forward to it. I really am. And again, just to have those elements, like I said, with the surprise mushrooms, which when you take them over into the Super Mario Wii U, they become the mushrooms that allow you to get the how do I put it, I guess people have described it as the Teletubby suits. Yeah, the ones with the helicopters and all that. That's what it gives you. Well, that's at least one of the things it gives you. It gives you something else, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it gives you the cats as well, so we'll just have to wait and see. But it gives you basically, when you switch over to the Wii U, it gives you, the Wii U version, it gives you the copter suits, I think it gives you the cat suits, and several others. So to me, it's really nice to have that. It's really nice to have that feature, especially again if you're doing the 8-bit version of Mario, of the classic original Mario series. Now, again, what's unique about this is you can actually say what's unique about this is you can, create the level as short or as long as you want it to be, and as crazy and zany as you want it to be. I mean, take a look at freaking Facebook, take a look at YouTube, for those that actually risk putting it on there, I guess in the eyes of Angry Joe. Look at all the videos on these, and I guarantee you will see some very unique stages. Some have even done Sonic stages in the Mario world. So that's really cool. Another thing I like about the game itself is the box it comes in. That's right, it actually comes in a box. Now you might say, well, why is that? Well, here's the thing. This is the 30th anniversary of Mario. It's also the 30th anniversary of the NES. And we all remember when the NES came out and the games came out with it, what did the games come in? Boxes. They came in actual boxes. And I like how this is a throwback to that, because this is exactly what a lot of us used to do. We used to open the box, get the game out, like this is. We would get the game out, play it, but we would also get the instruction manual out to see exactly how to play or what the characters were. But this isn't just an instruction manual, this is more of well, it is an instruction manual, but if you watch Black Nude Comedy, Andre's video on it, it's not just a comedy, I mean not comedy, but it's not just a manual, but it's also basically a very colorful little booklet kind of showing you the kind of designs you could do, which are really cool. So I mean, and let's see, the jumps. And it looks like it gives you codes and all that, so it's really cool. I think because it has like a little key here, and it shows you like little codes and all that, so it's pretty neat. So maybe that'll help out in the long run. So, but it's a really nice, neat little booklet, and it's not, again, it's a flashback, but it's also, I mean not a flashback, but it's also, it's not just a manual, but it gives you all kinds of ideas. It shows you story designs, character designs. It's really cool. So, I do recommend reading this, looking at it. And if you don't keep the box, which I do recommend you do, but if you don't, I do recommend putting that booklet somewhere where you could have it on display. Overall though, Mario Maker to me right now, my first impressions of it is really good. I think it's going to do well. I definitely see a lot more editions coming out for it. And I really do see maybe a follow-up on it real soon. I know that might sound crazy, but you got other Mario games out there. You got other Mario games out there. Again, like I said, you got other Mario games out there that are not on here that may come on as DLC, but may also require a sequel, a follow-up to it, real soon. And overall, what I do like about it is if you're a fan of the Mario Paint game on SNES, it's a blending of that and the stage builders of the Smash Brothers Brawl, Smash Brothers Brawl and Smash Brothers for Wii U. It's a blending of those two. So that's really cool. So overall, my first impressions are